Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're back on iRacing, this time for a track guide on the Formula 4 at Laguna Seca. This car and track combination is almost perfect. Formula 4 is a great fit for this circuit for the long sweeping corners. For those who are wondering, in this track guide I use the default setup given to you by iRacing. You can find this in the iRacing setups portion of the garage. This is also the setup that's used in the fixed Formula 4 series. In my usual format, I'll show you the track guide first and the full uninterrupted Hotlap afterwards. But before we get into it, I'd like to ask you all to subscribe to my channel, as at the time of recording this, I'm literally 3 subscribers away from 200. It's a massive goal and I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Turn 1 is a double apex hairpin. You're going to be braking just before the 3 board on the right hand side, all the way down to 3rd gear, carrying a little bit too much speed to make it around the first corner, then cutting back for a late apex on the second one. As you can see, you want to get as close to the red curb on the inside, then bring it back and be as close to the red curb again on the left. It's also important to note that I'm back to full throttle before I hit the second apex. This is really important in carrying momentum. Next turn we have a sweeping right-hander. I like to trail brake at the 2 board and shift down to 3rd gear. I do this as if you hold it in 4th you can sometimes understeer out into the sand on the left hand side. You want to hit a somewhat late apex and get back on throttle very quickly to carry as much speed as possible. Next up is a fast right-hander. All you need to do is lift. You want to lift as you turn as you get more rotation from the rear from the lift-off oversteer. Then you want to get straight back on throttle and avoid the curb on the inside. For this left-hander you can carry much more speed in than you think. You want to brake just after the 3 board down to 4th gear and then let the banking of the corner help you through, staying on throttle and making sure you don't run out too wide. It's the same story with this corner. You want to trail brake in 5th at the 2 board and carry as much speed as possible using the banking on the inside and getting back on throttle on the apex to carry momentum up the hill. The corkscrew braking zone is very difficult. You want to start braking just before you go over the crest, and as you go over the crest release the brake and then go back on. You release the brake over the crest as the front wheels go light, so if you hold it on the same amount of brake pressure you'll just end up locking up. You want to go down to 3rd gear and cut all of the inside curb. The turn in for the second corner can be difficult. Just as your halo goes past the tree in the middle of the screen there, you can go back onto throttle and start turning. This left hand is flat if you take the right line. You want to wait quite a long time to turn in and stay quite wide and then cut back for a later apex so you don't run wide. For the penultimate corner, you want to brake just after the 2 and let the banking of the corner carry you round. You want to turn in quite early and trail brake before getting back on throttle. The last corner you can brake very late. You can brake just after the 2 board down to 2nd gear, take a late apex and try to get back on throttle early to get a good run onto the main straight. So that was one lap, and I'll leave you the full uninterrupted Hotlap. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, and I hope to see you all on track this week.